Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Regrowth. I am here in the Norman military village with the Duke, and it is time for us to finally buy a Norman tapestry. So that is a quest, and that took forever for a weird reason. So if you were playing this mod pack or dealing with Millionaire or anything like that, and you want some Norman tapestries, make sure you sell brown, black, gray, and light gray wool, as well as the normal wool. You need to have all of the colors in their inventory in order for the Lady of the Fort to start making the tapestries. So that should be a quest way down here. And we have finally completed the Normans. So with that taken care of, there's only a couple more things we need to get, and I will work on those between this episode and next. Basically, each episode we're going to try to finish off one of the Millionaire villages, just so that we can complete the remainder of the quests. So today, as you can see, I've been working off camera quite a bit. I made this little system to kind of store all of these guys, and there are 3 drawer controllers because I couldn't get these guys to, well, they won't reach all the way across, unfortunately, so I just went ahead and made 3 drawer controllers and put some void stone, which is pretty simple to make. It's just inner pearls and stone, and these are just chiseled just to make it look cool, which I think it does. It looks pretty cool anyways. So I was working on that, just getting stuff together so that we could make a ton of void metal ingots. And the main thing that we're going to be working on today is the first part of the primordial weapons. So, or rather the armor. The weapons will come, but the armor is the main focus today. Let's see, what else did I do? I have another person in my coven, and I was working with... How much mana do we have? We have a little bit. We need to get some more mana in that guy. I'll have to put more stuff in those. A lot of stuff to do. So the other thing that I was working on is bees. I have expanded the bees considerably, and just trying to work on getting as many silky combs as possible and going from there. So today there's a couple of things I want to work on. I think that's about all I did between episodes. So yeah, there's a couple of things I want to work on today, and we will get started. I kind of want to see what the tapestry looks like. You can place these, so... Or... not? Alright, well... I think we lost it. Oh well. Not an issue. I don't really care too much. I just wondered what it looked like. So, today we are going to be doing a couple of things, and I think the first thing I want to do is actually to do with bees. So, the bees are doing their thing, and it's not actually that bad. However, they could be a little bit more productive. This takes forever, and we still need a lot more silky wisps and woven silk to get the apiarist suit so that we can get the alveary easily so that we can finish off the bee quest line. So, in order to kind of speed things up a little bit, we are going to start making chocolate frames. Now, chocolate frames are pretty useful. It just requires cocoa beans and impregnated frames. This is where things are a little bit difficult. So, impregnated frames require impregnated sticks, which require a carpenter with seed oil. So, what we need is a carpenter. So we need to make a carpenter and a squeezer, and that shouldn't be too bad. We just need bronze times like 16. We have some stuff up here. We have like a carpenter here. I don't know that we have a squeezer We have a bunch of these guys, a bunch of carpenters down here that are full of water for the circuits. Not quite what I want. So, yeah, we're going to have to make those. I should have a squeezer. Okay, we have a squeezer. So we don't have to make that. We just need to make a carpenter. Yet another one. So it's not too bad to do. Let's just go ahead and finish making these steel plates. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set up just a little bit of automation to make these chocolate frames. And it's not going to be too much because we don't have an automated way to get cocoa beans. There are ways we could do that. I don't really feel like it. We could make a forestry farm and do cocoa beans in that and set it up somewhere, but I don't really think it's that important. This is just to kind of help speed things up just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this sturdy frame, we're gonna make a carpenter, and we should have everything. So there's the carpenter. All right, now we need let's see, an interface. Let's go ahead and get one of these. That'll take just a second to make. But in order to get the impregnated frames, impregnated sticks rather, which does require the impregnated frames, we're gonna need seed oil. And let's see, what's the best way to get seed oil? Is there something that we're gonna have a lot of that would be nice and easy? Probably not. Or is there? Pumpkin seeds. So we have a ton of pumpkins. So let's teach the system how to make pumpkin seeds, because we get 4 for each. And then what we can do is we can get a set so that we can say, for example, if we need 100 seed oil for each, 100 seed oil, and these produce 10. So every 10 of these will give us, and then we also need 2 of those will give us what we need. So what we need to do is come down here and 7 of 8. That'll work. We'll put these 2 machines right here. Carpenter and squeezer. And let's go ahead and get some of this stuff. We'll get this recipe set. And we need more pumpkin seeds. Just get a ton. So I've put 4 in there so far. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to need a fluid. What are they called? It's mechanical pipes. Mechanical pipe, we're going to need item. Let's see, what are they called? They're logistical pipes. And I think that'll be good for now. So we're gonna have to figure out some weird ways to do this, but mechanical pipe, this guy, configure fluids, and then we'll get the impregnated sticks. Perfect. So you get 2 for all of that. It's not very good. And then what we can do is impregnated sticks with string. Will give us the impregnated frame, and then we make one of those, and we should be able to teach it to make the chocolate frame if I grab some cocoa beans. So luckily we won't need to make these all that often, but we'll need to make them often enough. So interface, how are you coming along? Nearly there. So we need see, that is going to be into there. This, and this can all go in this interface. Doesn't matter. Are you struggling again? No? Okay. You're just going really slow. Why are you stuck? You don't have power. We have power. Why don't you have power? Did I break something? I might have broke something. So let's go outside. It should be working. It just doesn't have power for some reason. So that is connected as far as I can tell. Yeah, so why don't you have power? You have no power whatsoever. So let's take this stuff out. We'll wait for everything to come back around. You know, for now, we're just gonna... Yeah, they don't have power. What is going on? Alright, so let's break this and just replace it. That didn't fix it, so... Like, is anything else losing power? These guys are full of power. That guy is still full of power. Why is everything down here running out? We'll go get those from the other side. So let's see, does this help? Do you have power now? No. Still not getting power. This is really weird. Alright, I constantly am running into problems with pretty much everything, it seems. Alright, did we get everything? Let's just break into the wall, because that's going to be easier. Alright, I think we got everything. So why are these lines... It's like right here? Let's just wrench it and replace it. And now it's glowing green. So maybe? Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Alright. So we'll just fill this guy up. And then I'll put the printed silicon back. Perfect. I have no idea why that happened like so. I don't know why that happened like that, but it did. So we need to configure this. I think wrench. That won't work. Alright, so let's move this stuff. Move it out of the way, but near something like this. So why don't we put it right here? And we can put the interface and just run some lines over. So won't be too bad. So the squeezer and the centrifuge. They will both get items. And then this guy will export items. And then we'll have our pipe like so. So items, pull from that side, push on this side, push there, and we'll need a chest, I think, and then our interface. So there's the interface. Here's a chest. We can put these guys back in and see how well this works. So let's configure fluids, pull from there, and then we'll just need power lines. So we'll put those out the back. Be nice and hidden. We'll get to that in a second. So that should be easy enough to do. Do we have any outputs? No. So how far over do we have to go? Honestly, right there. Alright, with that taken care of, we'll put all that stuff back from the from outside. And we need the interface and a chest. Pull. No, we're gonna want this up one. With the chest, and then another pipe there. This is gonna be pull. And I really kind of wish that we could have this not quite like this. I wish we could disconnect that. How do we do the colors again? I can't remember. Like that. Okay. So no color. I think the colors only matter if we use one of these sorters. Which I think we could make another one of the logistical sorters, and that would work just fine. But I almost want to see if it will work. So let's just connect it all up. We'll grab some ME cables. If I can get away with this, that'd be nice. Glass cables. And then we also need universal. Alright, so let's deal with the outside first. That'd be pretty quick anyways. Some like this. Perfect. We have a bunch of these guys, cocoa beans. So let's grab this. Just harvest our crop. And then we can head back downstairs. Let's see if we can get this hooked up and if it will work. I honestly don't think it will. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna work. The reason being is because of this. I also don't know if it will fill in where things are supposed to go. If we need a logistical sorter, then that's fine, but I'd prefer not to have to make one. So let's try to get some sticks. So nothing went in there. They all went in there. We do have to set this up. Okay, so we are going to need a logistical sorter. Let's break this guy, because they just go to the shortest path. Put him there. And how do we want to do this? Well, I guess this could be dark blue. This can be green. And that can be aqua. And then what we'll do is we need a couple more. Actually, do we? Let's see, if we make this aqua. Let's move this guy. There's the impregnated frames. It'll be mad until it gets that, but that's fine. We'll put this here with the chest next to it. And let's get a logistical sorter. I don't believe those were too difficult to make. So we put that in there and it should say, cool. So logistical sorter. This guy is, yeah, pretty easy. We need a piston. And we need a circuit. That'll take a second, but we'll get it pretty easily. So logistical transporters. And as soon as we get to the circuit, we can make this. So all in all, this isn't going to be that bad to do. It is going to be automated. We just tell the system to make it, and it does it. So we're not going to need that many chocolate frames. And all in all, we're going to need enough to get everything kind of taken care of, but like get all the bees working. So a total of a lot. How many are we going to need in total? We're going to need, we have 6, so we need 18. Default to dark green, I guess. Actually, to red. We're going to have a filter, item stack, or is it or dictionary? No, it's okay. We'll set this up here soon. But we do something like this. We'll make this guy dark red. We'll make this guy dark red, and then we have cyan, green, and then blue. That won't work, will it? No. So let's break these. And we'll put the chest here. Logistical sorter here. Have to rotate that again. And then I think just a logistical pipe like that will work just fine. And then this just needs to go back up into here. And we will disconnect this guy. So something like this should, it's messy. It is very messy, but it should work. So the only other question is, hopefully the transporters will pull out from where they're supposed to. We need the sticks, wood, and pumpkin seeds. So we'll get the filter set up and then we'll test it again. And hopefully everything works. So that goes in there. So the cyan, new filter, item stack, pumpkin seeds, dark aqua, new filter, item stack, wood, gets the green, and the new filter, item stack. We'll just do this. Impregnated 6 gets dark blue. Default to dark blue, just in case. So that should be everything we need. Let's see if we can get... let's do a couple of chocolate frames. Let's see, can we make 3 chocolate frames? That'll be enough that we can go see what is going on and make sure that it's working. So that just got a bunch of seeds that has the wood, and as soon as it's done, it should take it and pull it up through there. We just need to configure that to dark blue. And that should be fine. So there we go. That is a simple little system that works just fine. So we should be getting chocolate frames, and we have 2 already. What we're going to do is we're going to fill up some of these guys with the chocolate frames. I'm going to chop down a bunch of trees. In fact, just because I need the wood more than the villagers right now, we're going to chop down this. And that's going to give us a ton of wood. And then I have this hopper hawk. I don't think I've shown this off. I have a hopper hawk here just to grab all the wood. And I have to fill it up like that just so that it actually works correctly. Unfortunately, it doesn't work correctly if you do it otherwise. But there we go. There's a bunch of wood. With that taken care of, let's go ahead and start making the first part of the primordial armor. So we have been working fairly tirelessly trying to get all the stuff that we need to make primordial armor. It is really dangerous. First thing we need to do is get a ton of iron. I don't even know how much off the top of my head. Let's see, usage, it's 8 each, and this has 4. So for every stack, it's a half a stack. So iron, and I just kind of want to demonstrate a little bit. So let's do, let's see, 16 and 8. I think that'll work. And we just, ow, it hurts. So void metal, and it should fill it back up. There's no excess because this is a nice, easy infusion, or I guess crucible alchemy. All right, so there we go. There's 16. We'll use this to get a block of void metal, and let's start working on getting everything we need. So we have a bunch of these powerless pearls. The recipe, by the way, for these to get infused is 1 of all the shards. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. Not that one. 5 and 6. And I'm going to throw all this stuff in here just for now. And then we also need to have 16 of all the elements. So I believe we have that. Looks like it. Fire, water, air. Alright, so we just put this in the center. And do something like this. Smack it with our wand, and we should have a primordial pearl from this. Now that's going to take a little bit of time, so while it is, let's go ahead and start working on getting the primordial helmet. Why not? So we need primal charms. We're going to need more of these, which are not too bad to do. We just need shards. Let's get a bunch of shards. So let's just get a stack of all the shards. And we just need earth. How do we get earth? There we go. And then we have a bunch of these guys, and then we just need some gold. So is that done? It is, and we have another primordial pearl. So that's how we can get more of those. It's pretty easy. So we'll just come over here. Let's switch armors. And let's see. We need a bunch of these primal charms. So we'll go ahead and make a bunch of those. Alright, we'll make 3 of them. Our wand should start charging back up. It'll take a little bit of time, but what is it low on? Fire and, of course, the 2 I don't believe we have. That's something I should probably take care of, but it's not that important. So we have primal charms. Let's see. Do I have any more primal charms in here? No. Alright, so we have a couple of primal charms. We're going to need ethereal essences. Ethereal essences, we have plenty of basically any that we want. We're going to need the Thaumium Fortress helmet, which I believe we can repair, and I think I want to before doing this, just to make sure, but that is already fine. And hopefully, if that gets broken, then we're kind of doomed. You know what? This is a lot easier to make stuff with, so maybe we should just go ahead and make brand new of all this stuff, just in case. So the primordial, we just need Thaumium Helm, and then some Thaumium, gold, and emerald. And let's see, you can come over here. We have earth and fire. We do. You can just sit in there. So that has everything we can get for right now. We'll throw all this stuff away. And we need magic. We need a lot of armor. Tuttaman. We have that for now. We have magic. And then it was metal, which I believe we have a ton of. Yes. Alright, so we should be able to go ahead, put that down. And then it's an emerald, I do believe. So let's grab that. And all of these crafts I'm probably going to do off camera because they take forever. And we'll do that. So while we're waiting on that, we need to get, so everything else we have, we need 128 metal. So do we have much metallum otherwise? We do. So let's get like 16 of this. We're going to get a couple more jars. And these are going to be the excess, so warded jars are planks and glass panes, I do believe. So let's make sure that this works. We don't have much fire left, but we'll wait on that for later. Do that, and can we get 6 of these jars? Yes. Cool. So with that taken care of, let's put that back. Get as many primal charms as we can, and there's the fortress armor. So I want to make sure that we have enough of this stuff, so that's why I'm doing this, all this extra stuff. So we're gonna need 2 jars completely full of metallum. So it's 128. So there's that. What else are we gonna need? We're gonna need 64 magic, 32 of all the primals, and Tutamen. So we don't have any extra Tutamen. What is a good way to get that? Any of the armor. I thought there was something leather. Leather is decent, but any of the armor we can use. Do we have a lot of leather? We do not. But we have... I thought there was something else that we could use. I mean, we have the orange pearls, armor protection. Have we... We don't have lead. Let's grab our the thermometer, and let's look at some ingots. Aluminum, Tinker's Construct. Tinker's Construct does not typically like us. So we'll see. Copper, aluminium. Okay, copper we've done. Gold 10 we can look at. Osmium, Manulin, Mana Steel. Alright, let's just scan these and see. So that's crystal, that's nothing. It's nothing. Osmium? Nope. Aluminum? Air. Cobalt is nothing. Ardite is nothing. Alamite? Dang. Alright, well, worth a try. So what's something that would have protection? I know that pearls could be good, but I wonder if cider probably doesn't have anything. There's got to be a way to get Tutamen. Let's go ahead and look at everything else. So magic, do we have enough magic? 44. I think we do. We just need to put a little bit extra somewhere else. I'm going to look up Tutamen and see if we can't get something. So we need, what is it, 32 of each? Primal, so we have those two. Wouldn't mind doing a little bit more of that. Ignis, water, air, and Terra. Okay, so we just need Tutamen. I am looking it up to see if there is an easier way. It looks like leather is like the best non-armor way. So the imp leather also has it, and it is not as good actually. Mana infusion with rotten flesh. So we have plenty of rotten flesh, and let's just throw it all in here. And there's a stack. So we're gonna need a lot of, I keep throwing my sword today. We're gonna need a lot of this stuff. So what else does that have? Nothing else that's super important. So once we get half a stack of Tutamin, we'll be able to do this infusion. So the other question is, do we have enough space? We need 2 of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the void metal ingot goes in the middle, or the block rather. It is 4 ethereal essence. So we'll put those 2, 3, 4. 3 primordial pearls. 1, 2, 3. 2 primal charms. 2 void ingots. And the fortress helmet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alrighty then. So we have a perfect number of everything. I just need to look at how everything is set up. Okay. So once we get the half a stack of Tutamin, we should be able to do this. And there we go. So first of all, we're going to do that. We're going to double click like so. Bestia has not been put to a drawer. And then I have another right here that is empty glass vials. So here goes something. This is going to be terrible. This is going to be incredibly long. Let's actually come up here so we can see everything a little bit better. This is a nasty infusion. It really is. However, this will be the first piece of primordial armor that we will get. And that is really good because in the long run, it's going to make my life a lot easier. Now this is going to be a long process, for me at least, getting all of this stuff, all the materials and all of the infusion completed. So I'm only going to have you guys sit through this one. It's going to be basically the same for all the rest of the armor. The only thing that's going to be different is the, I believe the aspects might change a little bit, but the only really different part is that guy right there. So it looks like there goes a ton of metallum, and the rest is coming out from over there. So this is just a lot of work, and a pretty big infusion. But other than that, it's not that difficult. So like I said, I will do most of this off camera, just because it's gonna be a long, boring process. I probably won't have it in the next episode. I still need to buy a couple more pearls from the villagers, but we'll get there. So it looks like the metallum is almost done. It was 128, right? Yeah, okay, that's 2 stacks. So there goes the Tutamin. Long infusions are dangerous. Infusions become more unstable as they go on longer. And if you lose an item, then it gets worse because it takes longer for the infusion is waiting for the item, so that just makes everything worse. And sometimes the reason why I do extra Essentia, I don't think I've ever actually said this in this series, but the reason you want to do extra Essentia, or have extra ready, that is because if something does go wrong, the infusion will require more Essentia, usually, and it will be whatever Essentia comes that is like incorporated in that infusion. Like, it's not going to ask us for this one for any like Permutatio, for example, or Vitreous or anything like that. Like, it's not going to ask us for anything that doesn't already take. So you don't have to worry about having extra of everything, just extra of what's in the infusion. And you always want to have extra items if you can, just because if an item gets destroyed and it's waiting, that is not good. That is really, really, really bad. Alright, so it's doing Ordo. I think it's doing it in order like this. So we're almost done. And so it should start taking everything here soon. Hopefully it takes the... it's probably going to take a Pearl first, and then it goes basically clockwise from here. So Pearl, Essence, Charm, Essence, this. No, then it'll be another Pearl. So it's taken one already. There goes a Charm. Next is another Essence. Pearl, Void, Thaumium. So that's good. Void, Pearl, Essence, Charm, Essence. And I think we did it. These aren't terribly difficult, are they? They're dangerous. They're not... Like, minor is good. Dangerous isn't the worst, though. So, yeah. There is the Primordial Helmet. And... Oh, we don't have to buy anymore. We just have to recharge them. Alright, so that is going to be a plan. I'm going to charge up all these guys. That's not going to be too bad. It's just going to be a lot of shards. It's a pretty simple thing. But it doesn't use the pearls. That is good to know. So we've got that scanned. That is really insane. And we have the first piece of the armor. So, once we get this armor, we're going to fight bosses. And that's pretty much all we have left in this series. So what we can do is, let's go ahead, grab all of these. The bees are sleeping because it's night. That's fine. But what we'll do is I'm going to spend a little bit of time between episodes getting the chocolate frames. And doing bee stuff and all that kind of fun stuff. So we need... just get 20. Do we have enough? No. Can we get 10 more? We need more cocoa beans. So once we get more cocoa beans, did I replant? I don't think I did. Nope. That's not good. Alright, so there is cocoa beans. Let's grab some more. And I'm going to basically hang around here, grow cocoa beans, do infusions. Then I will also go take care of the last 2 villages, at least one of them. A lot of that is just a waiting game. And then next episode, I'm hoping to have most of the armor, if not all of it. And what we'll end up doing is just kind of continuing on. We'll look at whatever quests we can do and go from there. So one of the big things we need to do at this point is we need to kill the Guy Guardian, round 2. Bee stuff, which we're getting there. We need to summon Leonard and kill him. That's gonna be fun. We need to get witch hunters after us, which that will be a vampire thing. And we need to summon some more ghosts, basically. And I think that's about it. So next time we might do some witchery stuff. Or if we have our primordial armor, we might make the weapon and then go from there and try to kill the Guy Guardian. So we have options. I don't know what we're going to do for sure, but we'll figure something out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!